Hello and welcome to Waste Breakfast. We will talk about everything governance, mental health, self-development, and of course, entertainment. My name is God's Beauty Israel, and I'm joined by my amazing co-anchor, Benny.
Hi.
Joy, how are you? How are you, Benny? How you doing?
Hi, I'm great. How are you?
I'm okay.
It's been a long time.
I mean, it feels like it's a year.
Low-key. It's been about like the whole week.
Yeah, but how you doing?
I'm good now. I'm better now.
I can see. I mean, you came back strong. You came back looking good.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you just need to take a step back and, you know, focus on your mental health and yourself and just be good.
Right. So I mean, we literally were talking about something before we even came out.
Oh my God.
The whole Bobrisky thing. What do you think?
It's gonna piss me off because so apparently like Bobrisky, whether he got arrested or he's being held or whatever, for spraying money. So apparently now spraying money or any type of misconducts with money or ruining money is now seen as
defamation,
as a crime. So yeah. I don't know why AFCC is focused on someone spraying money at their own party when there are bigger pressing issues happening. I mean, it's just
that's literally my problem, to be sincere. I understand that spraying money and all of these things. Before now, it used to be more like our culture thing. No? I didn't know when spraying money became a problem, actually. I have issues with stepping on the money, right, or naira. But I mean, before now, it used to be like a culture thing.
I'm pretty sure.
Especially when you go to O1 base.
I'm pretty sure all these big politicians, I'm pretty sure all the politicians too be spraying money. So tell me why it has now become a crime or a sin to spray money. I mean, like, it's a means of forms of celebration, and I don't feel like the way they're making it a pressing issue, I don't feel like it needs to be that pressing. And even the guy that was saying that, instead of finding people, they need to start arresting people who spray money. And it's just like, Nigeria, you need to do better because that is the least of your problems. The very least.
I feel like we have a whole lot to talk about today, so let's not even spend our time talking about that. So yes, today's topic is unveiling the hardship of rising artists in Nigeria. I mean, it's a Friday. What better day to discuss entertainment? I love entertainment. I'm always in for it. So yes, I feel like today we're going to shake a whole lot of table. But before we even go into that, right, let's take a moment to catch up on the latest headlines around the globe. Please stay with us. You're still watching Waste Breakfast. I'll be taking you on a captivating journey across Africa with a Punch, Nigeria's prime newspaper. The major headlines were 12 states plan power project, anger spread over tariff hike. State Domestic Electricity Act, seek North American Electric Reliability Corporation approval to float regulatory borders, commercialize power. Kanu says power company 90% completed. Lagos, Zamfarawa, Kebbi confirms talks with private sector partners. Bottom of the newspaper, we have Economic and Financial Crime Commission, that's the EFCC, stopped service of charges on Binance chief. Federal Inland Revenue Service alleged. We have Gani Adams ready for Igboho's 500 million naira legal battle aid. How I gave birth on Lagos BRT bus, said woman. Debit serving Gopos, Ondo, Oshun, two others allocation. Above the masthead, manufacturers lose 1.5 trillion naira to forex crisis in 6 months, said man. That's the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria. Federal government to issue domestic dollar bonds June. Then we have 141 terror cases, 214 kidnappings recorded in 8 weeks. And this was said by the Inspector General of Police, IG. At the top right side of the masthead, lastly, Kano government charges Ganuje, wife, with $413,000 over 1 billion naira bribery. And that's all on the headline for the Punch newspaper. The headline that piqued my interest is the headline above the masthead by the right side of it that said 141 terror cases, 214 kidnappings recorded in 8 weeks. And this was said by the Inspector General of Police. So the Inspector General of Police, whose name goes Olukayode, on Thursday, he said 141 terror cases, 214 kidnappings, and 537 homicide cases were reported to the police in the last 8 weeks. Olukayode added that 3,685 suspects were apprehended for their participation in various crimes, while 401 kidnapped victims were rescued. And that's all on the headline for the Punch newspaper. All I can say is sometimes I feel like there's some news that they are not supposed to be known to the whole Nigeria, because I mean, with all of this, you see that we really have security issues in Nigeria. 141 terror cases, 214 kidnappings, 537 homicide. Like, bro, it's a whole lot. It's a whole lot. Even those people that they call suspects, these people are not be found guilty. So they don't even know if these persons can be held responsible for those for what they are apprehended for. You know, I feel like the government should do better. The security agencies, starting from the NPF down to all security agencies, the EFCC, the NATO, the NAFTA, all of them that are in charge of all of these crimes, you know, that, you know, people, like Nigerians are defaulting. Please try as much as possible to do better. You know, I mean, that's literally why you're there. That's your position. That's your job. You're supposed to make sure that Nigeria itself is secured in accordance, and even the citizens as well. Yes, Oni, let's hear your headlines.
Yeah, so that's tough, but I'm going to be moving away from the African continent to an international spectrum, and I'm going to be taking today's news straight from the New York Times. So here for the first headline, we have Salting the Clouds to Cool an Overheating Earth. On the left side of the paper, we have Despite Risk, Zelensky sets new draft age. Over to the right side of the paper, we have Mighty Quake and 201 shocks rattle Taiwan. At least 9 die as rain adds landslide fear. Right beside that, we have 7 killed workers had been excited to give Gaza food. Hunger crisis mount. Below that, we have spotting a bug that may have been meant to cripple the internet. And last but not least, we have a cruel way to control bird flu. Poultry giants call and cash in. And so, right here, the news that really does stick out to me is 7 killed workers had been excited to give Gaza food. As we all know, I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this multiple times on the show, the current war in Gaza, right? And I think the last time I spoke about it, I spoke about how there was a hunger crisis and how there's like shortage of food for these people. So apparently, so they had like this whole shipment, or like this whole ship arranged that was meant to supply, you know, tons of food, supplies, and just humanitarian needs for like the people in Gaza. And they were really excited to do so, but literally on their way there, I think it was an Israeli ship or an Israeli bomb or whatever, struck the ship, literally killing. Watching these things happen right now, like how are we aware that this is currently happening in the economy or in the world, and we're not really doing anything about it? I mean, it's just really sad. Like, imagine the excitement this woman probably had knowing that she was going to go help these people in Gaza, and she never made it. She set sail on Sunday evening. By Monday, she was dead. Just never made it. So it's just really sad. It's a really sad story. I'm not gonna lie. And may all their souls rest in peace. And I mean, just have to appreciate them for their good work and their efforts.
Yeah, amen. I don't know. I feel just like, I mean, yesterday we even spoke about this because Joy had it in her news. I feel like this whole Gaza thing is becoming too much. A lot of people are going in, you know, dead. I mean,
it's been a whole 6-month war, yeah.
They went on there. At some point, they were hungry. There was no food. Yeah. At some point, no, it's a whole lot. I don't know, whatever. See, I feel like right now, there can still be something done, you know. They can still do something. So I feel like maybe one of these countries that can probably bring whatever
it's just crazy because like the people that we actually see dying, right? It's young kids, doctors, like just people who, you know, like the future of the country, and like they're just there dying and starving and suffering in this very hard times. And I just feel like more support needs to be offered to Gaza during this period of war.
I agree. So yes, before we go for a break, it's important to inform you that we're having a guest on the show today, ready to shake the table. Our amazing guest is no other person than Elisha Mubarak. See you after the break.
realistically speaking, there's no way you tell me that somebody, somewhere, somehow doesn't have an inkling of what's going on. In those villages, okay, fine, we say, okay, there are rural areas and all. Does it mean that they do not have security? You mentioned something about, okay, how long will it take them to get there? The truth is that I don't think those people even exist. Like the law enforcement agencies, I don't think they even exist in those areas, because how far away is the forest that they've taken 200 people into? That first of all, you can't hear voices. You can't see footprints. Did they burrow holes? Are they rabbits? Did they pass through holes that were burrowed?
No evidence.
Do you not have the topography of the area? I mean,
fine with this person, and that's what it is really. So which is where we have to begin to look at the things that we consume, the things that we take in, so that we can watch how it goes, because our body doesn't really break it down so much. And then also as we evolve, we begin to find out that some food doesn't sit well with us. The people that are lactose intolerant, for example, the people that can't handle gluten very well, for example, like me. And then you need to be aware of those food, and then it then guards what you do. It also guards the activities that you do as well, because sitting down too long also because you're an adult is also a problem. You don't move around as much as a child, just flowing from that space. And that's really what it is actually. We corporate organizations, encouraging them to create wellness spaces, because they benefit in the long run, right? They will spend less on health insurance schemes. They will spend less. They will have less situations of absenteeism, because no people will be, so it promotes the overall productivity of the organization, really. So that's what an angle where I will come from. Yes. Over time, once it peels off, the peeling off that is going into the food that you're eating.
Isn't that when you use a metallic spoon?
It doesn't matter. Over time, non-stick pots would eventually lift. They would lift. The material that they use inside would eventually lift out, and then a lot of people don't throw it away anyway. You keep using it, and then a lot of people also don't use wooden spoons when they're touring their food. When we were growing up, they used to use wooden stick. And then there was the packer that they used to pack the food. It was wooden.
Thanks for staying with us. Today we'll be discussing the topic unveiling the hardship of rising artists in Nigeria. Remember, you can join the conversation by either sending us an SMS or a WhatsApp message, or even calling. The numbers are displayed on the screen. So joining us now is Elisho Mubarak, also known as Elish Jr., a recording artist and songwriter. His debut singles, Endless Smile, independently released, attracted the attention of listeners across all platforms, including blogs. With thousands of streams already in his name, the music industry and fans alike are buzzed with excitement over the release of Elisho's highly anticipated new single, Badun Squad, which showcases his unique style, penmanship, and multi-octave range. And he has performed across different notable events and festivals in Nigeria. Hi, Elish.
hi, Elish.
Okay, so I want to quickly play one of his songs so that, we get to know who Elish is. Please.
Many things for my mind, so me I want to relax. And I don't hustle all day, but now me I want to chillax. So, I'm a woman called to let you. I'm a Tony D. Roboto. Kill it with like Jogoto. I'm a wiggle boss Roboto. I'm a woman called to let you. I'm a Tony D. Roboto. Kele go like chogoto. Oh, go wash your photo. That old squad, so we celebrate tonight, oh love. Tonight, oh love. We don't care if now Monday.
So yes, I mean, we've literally seen Elesh doing his job. But before I even say anything further, Auntie Joy, welcome. How are you?
You really have to give me that special
What's
welcome.
that? Yes,
Anyways,
no.
I'm
Are you not
fine.
Auntie?
No, I'm not auntie, please. So. I'm not auntie. How will I be auntie when you are here? Sorry, mommy. I'm sorry.
I refuse to take the.
I refuse to take the
She's looking for shade.
Hey, baby, I missed you.
You guys missed me, I know.
So, are you pluralizing me or you're...
I beg you.
No, she didn't even tell me that she missed me earlier on, and I was a bit offended.
You guys are not as
okay.
important as my guests right now. Please.
Anyway,
I need to talk about my guests today.
Did anybody tell you? Yeah, you really look dapper and...
Yay! Is there something going on?
I think Joy may have a crush.
Is there something going on or what?
It's not a crime.
I think Joy may have a crush.
How are you, Elesh? How you doing?
I'm okay, I'm calm.
Okay, bring another song, Gbado. Did I pronounce that well? Gbado. Okay, how was it like? What's the inspiration like? How did you just wake up and be like, you know what? Let's drop a song.
Lagos hustle.
Mado.
Lagos stress.
Right.
Lagos stress. You go from morning to evening, Monday to Friday or Monday to Sunday, whatever you do. I know you just want to do at the end of the day is just chill, relax. So whatever works for you, you want to stay home, you want to go outside,
just
do chill and relax. Kill stress.
Love
so
it.
That's just inspiration behind it.
Love it. You guys need to listen to it. I took time.
As an artist manager, like I'll take time and listen to you.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
So quick one, yeah. Please take us on your journey into music, how you came into music, how your parents drag you, because I know for sure that Nigerian parents sometimes can be very funny. So just give us that little background story. And I mean, the fact that you're here today, it shows that you've actually grown. So give us that gist.
So.
Sorry guys. Please, we'll quickly take a short break. Right. So sorry. Please, let's take a short break. And when we come back, I know for sure that Elish is going to give us plenty talk. Please stay with us. You're still watching Waste Breakfast. So before we went, we wanted to hear what Eleshi has to say for us, how your journey went, and I mean, the fact that you're here. I feel like you're doing good for yourself, so give us that gist.
So the journey, has not been easy, and has never been easy for any uprising artist.
Right.
You know, from having to afford studio time to having to tell your parents, this is what you want to do, this is what you want to venture into. Trying to find people who believe in what you want to do. So it's never been easy. But, you know, I thank God because over the years I've learned one thing. Keep doing what you want to do. And most definitely people who also see the effort you've put into whatever you're doing, they will come through and they will support you. Either ways, emotionally, financially, any way they can assist you with in getting to where you want to go to, they would come through for you. So the journey has not been easy, but nevertheless, I believe God, but I keep on going.
How many years are you now in the music industry as an upcoming?
As an uprising, 5 years. I'm saying 5 years.
Okay, speaking of 5 years, who has been your source of inspiration and what's your genre of music?
I do Afro.
Afro, okay.
So Afro, I infuse it with Afro beats.
Okay.
I do alt day also as alternative, and we also mix it with Afro beat instrumentals and the vibe. So that's what I'm saying. I mix it with different genre of sounds.
I get
Yeah.
it.
So my inspiration as an artist and as a business person, I would say Olamide and Wizkid.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, those were guys I started listening to around JSS1.
So why Olamide and Wizkid? Because I mean, I feel like these are totally two different persons.
Olamide, I started off as a rapper.
Okay.
As a rapper.
I love that
So
gist.
when Olamide came out with Enuduro, I was rapping then. So Wizzy also came along the line. Yeah, so I fell in love with Wizkid also. Then looking at the business aspects, right? So Olamide is a businessman. He's a businessman. Talk about artists, he has, endorsed such and such. Wizzy also is a businessman. Look at what he's doing internationally, right?
No, don't worry, that guy is busy, baby.
So those guys are thriving well, and they are working really, really hard in the business aspect. They are making money off streaming, of shows, of their artists also. I mean, YBN Neo itself is making name off the artist, of the label, the artist. Yeah, so looking up to Olamide, this is where I want to be. If I come out as a label executive also, let me be able to bring out some of these guys I know that are actually doing well and also wants to get to the top. So yeah, I put you on, I make money, you make money, your family is happy, you're happy. Your fans are happy, everybody's happy.
I get
Everybody's
it.
happy.
So I hear you when you say you were once doing rapping before you now moved to music. I mean, I feel like in this part of the world, Nigeria, music industry, the rapping section is not really going well. I mean, that's why you would always see like the freestyles. The only rapper I can think of right now is Vector, probably Dan Dizzy, and probably Fast the Bad Guy, right? The recent new rappers we have, you see that they have like a different style. Odumodu, for example. Odumodu is a rapper, but bro, the strategy is quite different from the normal regular rappers you hear, right? Now, same goes to music as well, because trust me, I feel like reasons why you hear people with the best of voice, right? But you see them not even making money. So that takes me to what's your strategy in order for everybody to know you? Because, I mean, the fact that you already have streams, it's a whole lot. So just give us that.
So it's all about entertaining.
Okay.
It's entertaining and showbiz. So you have to entertain whoever wants to listen to you. You have to entertain them with your voice, your vocal, your lines, your daily activities, your lifestyle, or anything. Then for people with unique voices and really not there yet, it's not just about the voice. It's not just about the voice. The lyrics also. Right. Who is able to relate to your lyrics? Right. Who can go through your lyrics and screenshot and post on their status and feel like they're able to relate.
Yeah, because it's like what he said, right? Music is pretty much art. I mean, when you're putting out music to like relate to like a certain, whether it's group or whatever kinds of people, right? So like it doesn't really depend on like your vocals per se, because like I said, like you guys know I do artist management, right? So like you guys know me. When he does it all, So yeah, it's pretty much just like you just have to like relate to like a certain group of people, and like that's what will like, you know, catch your audience, like catch the vibe. And then leading me to like my first question, obviously, what's it called? You know, all this like distribution deals, streaming, all of that. So as an artist here, do you think that they're more so exploiting artists or helping artists? I know the answer to that, but I wanna, yeah, like
we have Blue,
not even like just like, you know, like regular like streaming platforms, like all of that, like distribution deals, like you talk about like Dappergram, like just like distro labels, right? Yeah. So, it's like, do you think they're more so exploiting or like helping artists?
Depends on the offer they are giving you. That's what it boils down to.
Explain that a bit, please.
So if you are meeting a distribution company and they are telling you, I'll take 70% of your profits and you take 30%, I don't think it's fair, honestly, because the time amount I've spent into harnessing my crafts and, you know, I meet you say you want to distribute my song for me, at least there should be something that would make me say, okay, yeah, this person is not trying to exploit me, but rather trying to make money with me.
Yeah, and this is what I tell a bunch of artists, because from what I've seen in the industry, yeah, I know a bunch of artists are like eager, right? So like when they go up to me like, oh, like this distribution labels or distro deals, it's like they tell them that like I'm gonna do this, this, and this for you, but like I don't think most artists realize that like they're more so like exploiting you and exploiting your money instead of like trying to like, you know, like empower you and help you. Like, so it's like, for example, let's say, let me just use, for example, like Dappa's distro label, right? So let's say you go there and they're telling you that like, okay, like they're gonna push your song, give you this many views, blah 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 blah, and like I'm pretty sure like an upcoming artist would be more so eager to be like, you know, okay, cool, like this person is willing to help me. But more so, I feel like if you're not smart, or like if you don't really have like a lawyer beside you or someone like who knows the industry like deep to the T or down to the T, they're gonna exploit you and take your money. And at the end of the day, you're not really gonna gain or accomplish anything from like what they quote unquote done for you. So
if you guys notice, I have been the quiet element on this set.
And because you're literally the most fighters.
It's not because I just want to be quiet, but it's because I really want to listen more to get more understanding. First off, I just feel like right now, if I'm walking on the streets, if I meet 10 persons, 8 out of those 10 persons are artists and they just want to sing.
That's the thing.
And somehow it's begging a question to say, okay, so what exactly is the music industry producing? But I'm not going to go into there. Where I'm going to go into is the part where you came from, that you have people you look up to because they are not just exploring and they're not just doing well, but they're also business-minded. They're also strategic in the business. And that's my question to you. What is that one thing about making money and not just exploring your talent, but utilizing it to make a source of income for you? So what is that one thing, business-wise, that you've learned from your two mentors, so that you can also pitch that out there for other artists? Because I promise you, if I'm walking on the streets, I meet 10 persons, if not 8, 9.5 want to be an artist. So that we don't just start producing, pardon my word, riffraffs. Please tell us your business strategy so that others can learn from it.
Please rephrase.
Rewind.
What are the business strategies? What is that one element and one thing that you've learned from your mentors that you'd want to transfer to another uprising artist?
Get different source of income. Multiple, as many as possible, right? Let me use myself for an instance, right? I have my personal fashion designer who I collaborate with. So any event I go to or any photo shoot or anything, it is his outfits I'm rocking.
Beautiful.
So I rock it. Anyone who is interested, you know, you reach out to me or you reach out to him, you like it, you copy it also. I have a guy also who is producing for me. You know, I have anyone who is interested in also recording or producing it, alternative sound or something. I plug you to it, you know, and we make money off it.
Beautiful.
Different ways.
What he said is really smart, because like I kind of like in this industry, I would say like to blow per se, not that you need money, but you do need money, right? And those that like, you know, can't really like, you know, fund themselves, or they don't have like that funding needed, like you do have to have multiple streams of income, because I promise you, it's not by singing and dropping one song that you're gonna make, like you barely make money off dropping songs. Like that's not where the money comes from, if I'm being real.
So this is now going to bring my next question to you. How do you cope with emotional downtime and mental strategy? I don't want to use mental health, for they say Gen Z and mental health always. So let me come from a place of emotional downtime, because I know that being an uprising, especially in Nigeria, not just the music industry alone. In any industry, in any career you want to pursue, so long you're just not there and you're trying to work your way in there, it's a whole lot. You have a lot of times where people look down on you and feel like there's nothing up here, you have nothing to offer. So in the space of rejection, how do you cope with it? Because I want to believe you've been rejected sometimes.
You sleep and you wake up. Truthfully, you sleep and you wake up.
I have never.
So there's no inspiration.
Do you get? I have never heard a perfect answer as this.
I love what he said.
You wake up.
Because real and true, not everyone's gonna accept you. Like, you just have to sleep and wake up and keep trying.
But only let me hear. You people, hey Jesus, people have come in this morning. You people should wait. Let me hear from the artist himself. Please tell me, how do you? I love that word you use. That phrase, it makes a lot of sense. Perfect answer. Sleep and wake up. Please, do you want to elaborate more?
Exactly.
You sleep and you wake up. It can be you tomorrow. A video you dropped 2 years ago can pop up on the internet. So you don't have because one person said no, but it's not your time yet. Or no, I don't like what you are doing. It
doesn't mean nothing.
You will sleep. If you go through breakfast today, you go chop.
Yeah.
True.
And that's always breakfast.
Yes. Baby girl, please. We'll be going on a short break, guys. I don't know about any other person, but you see that I sleep and wake up. Bro, let's just go on a short break. And when we come back, I know for sure that Elish has more details for us. Please stay with us. Thanks for staying with us. If you're just tuning in, we're talking about a very interesting subject, unveiling the hardship of rising artists in Nigeria. So yes, before we even went on that break, Elish was giving us sleep and wake up vibes.
Do you understand? I've never heard a perfect answer.
Do you get? Elish, you like to throw probably more, just a bit light, so we understand better.
Okay, so you have an event, right? You meet someone, let me say a notable event, right? Okay. TVs are going to show the event, MTV, Trace, such and such. You are paying for a slot to perform. You make payments for performance. Yeah. You get there. You are not allowed to perform. You cannot get a refund. There's nothing you want to do. You go out. You go think about time. Then you go just sleep. You wake up the next morning.
It's like you don't wake up and jump start. It
doesn't. You don't like we
yesterday is so different from today, right?
You know why I like this thing more? It's because there's a time we talked about the whole depression thing. Yeah. So it's more like after you've been rejected for probably a deal or you want something and the person is like no, what you just need to do is to go home. After you don't think, like you say, after you don't think finish. You can't look and say, we got sleep. We move on this one. Tomorrow, we continue. So that's the kind of vibe it's giving me. Seriously.
You wake up and you jump start. I mean, life happens.
You may need to consider maybe artist motivational speaker as part of your career because now you nailed it. That sleep and wake up. I know that a lot of them are facing through these emotions because
I agree. For sure.
The fact that you're uprising and they feel like you're not there yet, so you can't even give what you need. But what he just this example he gives is a perfect example. It happens a lot of times, and I've seen it.
Okay. Honey, you like to say something?
So just leading to my last question. Pretty much, I feel like as an artist, right, you do have to have like a good support system. You have to have like your managers on deck, your producers, people you record with, like your stylist and all of that. So like, how do you how important do you think it is? How important do you think it is to have like these, structures, like this reliable support team or support system? Like, what do you think, or like what privileges does like bring to you as an artist?
How important it is. On a scale of 1 to 100, I'll pick it 200.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
200, right? Because there was something I did when Badon Squad dropped.
Okay.
Right? We went to Unilag and we were sharing stickers and we were getting people to actually listen to the song, add to your playlist, and also reposting on your Instagram story. So that kind of activity is not something you can tell someone to come and help you with. It has to be from your team. Guys who are willing to go through that effort for you. Because these are guys that also they know, yeah, once this guy blows up tomorrow, yes, I'm his official stylist, I'm his official photographer, you know, they are earning off it also if this guy makes it. Manager also brings in ideas, you know, do this, do that, plugs you to events, such and such. Random people won't do things for you like that without getting anything in return almost immediately.
I agree.
Yeah.
So.
And like what he said is pretty much easier that way, because like for my artists, right, like I have an artist for my artist, so what we do is like we have like this whole team. So like when it comes to like whether it's recording, shooting videos, you have a show, you have a, like you just have anything to show up for, like you have like a team that is there behind you and full support, because it's really not easy to just wake up and be like, oh, I have a video shoot, I'm gonna start looking for a cameraman, start looking on this, start looking for that. Like it's a whole lot of stress. So like having a team, I feel like is very important and like, you know, very needed.
Speaking about having a team, I really enjoy that part of the conversation. It needs to let you know that you cannot just blow up one day being an island. You need to surround yourself with the right network, not just any kind of person, but the right network of people, the people who share in your vision and share in your dream. And that's going to bring me to ask you one question. What is that one thing that keeps you motivated in your career path that you want to tell our audience out there and a lot of plenty uprising artists that are outside standing on the ring, looking at you right now, watching you this moment? What is that one thing you just want to dish out to them as a motivation?
One thing, the people believing in you, if you are lazy, that's very, very disrespectful.
And that's on period.
Very disrespectful. Because these guys are believing in you, they are investing in you, and you are not believing in yourself, or you are not going hard as they want you to. So why are they putting in efforts in what you are doing? You are wasting their time, effort, you know, their faith in you also. So you just have to keep on doing what you want to do, not just for yourself, but for also the people who believe in you. It might not be your team members, might be a random listener, might be a guy on the streets who looks like, yeah, this guy is going to be an artist, or this guy is an artist, only blue lola and sing. You know, it might be a random person that believes in you. So don't let that person's faith go to waste. Keep doing what you do. One day, tomorrow might be you, tomorrow might not be you, next tomorrow it might be you, might be someone else, might be your friend, but one day it will be you.
Oh shit!
And what he said, it's always the random people. Right. Your support literally comes from the most random people, like you, like the most random people ever. So, what he said, you know.
I agree.
Don't.
So I mean, Elesh, I want you to give us a freestyle. Because I mean, we'll see you perform, but I mean, I feel like it would just be a whole lot more interesting. We want to dance, so let's shake the trouble a bit. Let's give us a freestyle. Of any of your songs?
Any of my songs?
Yeah, any. It might even be the last one.
But they will work. Because we are really facing Lagos struggles, trust me. The Lagos hustle is seriously real.
Seriously. Lagos is chaotic. Let's not even go there to be sincere.
A random song.
A freestyle.
Anyone. We want to dance.
And your voice. I mean, I want dance.
We want to shake the table.
All right. These are not released though.
Okay.
She be a pretty damsel. Me wanna take her downstairs. Oh my shorty no good if yeah. You dey pon me man, I want you here. I show you love in no fear. Trip to my mind, let's go there. Come baby boy, me no like any drama, no stressing. Time is no wahala. Along the line, shine like a star, glow in the dark. My baby girl, yeah. No, she my pretty Mona Lisa. Along the line, yeah, shine like a star, glow in the dark, a superstar. My baby girl, yeah. Oh no, she no like any drama. I be that pretty boy coming from Alago. With his system full of vibe, you can't deny you. The vibe into the sound with the sky, yo. Arting really, I don't go yarrow. It's bloating on my medulla. Got to see this dream on the regular. She fell in love with the wordplays. My only woman crush on Wednesdays. So welcome to my world, yeah. Let's go on our tour.
Yeah. Okay, this is not just an artist, but this is a lyric star, trust
He's
me.
a songwriter. What do you expect?
What he
Oh my
just
God.
said wordplay. His wordplay is on point.
I agree. When they said, who are on West, damn it.
Okay, so I used to think that, okay, some of these artists is the sound system and the producing and the production that amplifies the voice, but getting to hear this voice right now.
Damn.
Okay, that's amazing, trust
It's not just a producer. I also have to, work on your voice.
Oh my God, this is
Also
really nice. I so much wish you the best. I
Thank you.
I can't wait to see you at that A-list star, and I know you get there very
I'm
soon.
motivated again, extra motivated.
Checking tables.
Man.
At what point did you know that? I mean, you said singing professionally 5 years ago, but at what point did you know that music is my thing? You talked about rapping. Why did you switch from rapping to singing?
Singing is beautiful. The fact that you can play with your voice,
I guess
it gives you versatility. So it's a very, very beautiful thing to do. You might want to carry falsetto. You cannot do falsetto with rap.
Right.
You cannot.
Right.
You cannot stretch our lines with rap. No. So.
I agree.
And I watched your video. Your video makes a lot of sense.
Don't agree, but
do you understand? I saw your music video and it's making a lot of sense because we've talked about music video on this set before, where okay, but then again, if things like these are happening and are going on, please. This is more sensible. This is very relatable. This is not mind destructive to those who are to whom it may concern.
I understand the angle she's coming from.
To whom it may concern, this is not mind destructive. This is a very sensible music video.
Yeah.
You may want to learn from this. To whom it may concern.
I kind of agree with her because your videos are decent. You know, there's no
this
a
is
lot of
decency.
smoking around.
This is pure decency, and you see that it's coming from a mind of creativity.
I think that's one thing we should actually get from this guy that sang. Who is your guy?
Spyro.
You know, I think Spyro too is also a very decent artist. If you look at his song and all of that, you'd see it. So when I see your stuff, I actually just think about Spyro too, and that is actually very beautiful. It is.
It's for everyone. I want something that someone in school can just go up to YouTube and go and
do. Do you get? This is somebody that is coming from a place of, I'm not just working,
Hallelujah.
I'm working because I want to build a generation. And notice it, all these decent videos, they have good lyrics. All those other ones, go and check the lyrics. But I choose to stop there. I just choose to stop there for now.
Oh my God, I feel like we've had amazing, as in really, really amazing conversation. Thank you so much, Elish, for coming on board. The sleep and wake up, damn it.
Do you get?
I'll literally remember that. See, we've added another quote to the quote list.
Yeah.
Breakfast.
So we have a list. Don't worry, one day we'll just come here and we'll
talk about it.
For you.
I can't wait for that day. Seriously, it's going to
come very
be
soon.
an interesting one. So yes, my beautiful viewers, I know for sure that you've learnt a lot. We'll be going on a short break, and when we come back, we'll be diving straight to the book review segment. Please stay with us.
Nobody keep my vibe. I'm trying to make that money, stack it up and multiply it. Life in the easy, but I'm living by it. Stress-free lifestyle, I really want so. Buy me one more gun, don't let go. I'm a Tony D, Roboto. Kelly, we go like to go do. I want we go boss, you go do. Buy me one more gun, don't let go. I'm a Tony D, Roboto. Kelly, we go like to go do. I want we go boss, you go do. Bad on squad, so we say tonight, I love. Tonight, I love we don't care. If not one day, night, say we drink on tonight, I love. Tonight, I love. That's what we 30 years, I know what's zero. Tonight, I love. Tonight, I love. Just like that old squad, I'm all happy. Tonight, I love.
You're still watching Waste Breakfast. Is the book review segment. So yes, the book we're reviewing today is Atomic Habits, authored by James Clear. Yes, I mean, therefore yesterday we talked about chapter 1. Yesterday, chapter 2, so we're in chapter 3. And chapter 3 is how to build better habits in a simple step. I already know that I literally have given us good definition on what habit is. A repetitive event or a repetitive behavior automatically forms what? Forms habits. So today we're talking about how to create good habits and how to stop bad habits, right? I think Oni will be giving us how to create the good ones. John will be giving us how to stop the bad ones. But before that, I want to quickly say something. If you want to change your habit, there are 4 things you should ask yourself. Just very simple 4, which is how to make it obvious, how to make it attractive, how to make it easy, and how to make it satisfying. How to make it obvious is telling yourself that this particular habit, I see it and I want to change it, right? How to make it attractive. Now you have to understand that, okay, this is how this habit works. This is how it should go. How to make it easy. You have to make it now work for you. You know, yesterday we were talking about the fact that if you want to solve a problem, the only way you can solve it is by knowing what the problem is about. So when you want to change a habit or when you're working towards a particular habit, you have to make it work for you. You have to make it easy. Then the last one is make it satisfying. Then you're getting your reward. But I don't want to actually drop all the spices. I want my babies to give us more gist on it. So Oni, let's hear yours.
So obviously, like she said, habits are things that you probably do, like, you know, repetitively. And so in order to stop a bad habit, there are multiple things, like she said, how you start a habit, like how you build up having a habit, right? You could literally reverse it in order to, like, you know, stop that bad habit. So like at first, like so the first one was pretty much just talking about how, like, what triggers, like, your brain, like, to behave to a certain behavior, right? So in order to, like, stop that, you have to, like, look, like, make it invisible, like, make it, like, reversible. That's the first one. The second one literally talks about, what's it called? It talks about, like, the motivational or, like, the things that, you know, that makes you, like, eager, wanting to, like, you know, do certain things, right? And then, so in order to change that, you have to make it, like, unattractive. Let's say, like, you have a habit of, I don't know, let's say biting your fingers or whatever.
Yeah,
so yeah, in order to, like, you know, stop that habit, right, you have to, like, make it unattractive. So, like, it's like when you look at your fingers and, like, you have, like, all this, obviously, like, you're gonna be asking questions. So I feel like that's also another way, or, like, you just make it, like, difficult or unsatisfying. So that's pretty much it.
I feel you. So, I mean, let me quickly bring Galish to this. We're talking about habits, right? I feel like there are many of us that have so many bad habits that we want to keep away from. There are so many of us that have certain kind of habits that we don't like. For example, you see certain people, it's no longer, this one is not even attitude. There are people that naturally, when they speak, or whatever comes from their mouth is a bit insulting. And then now this has become like a normal routine. This is something they have actually cultivated over time. You know, so today, just like she said, she has spoken about ways on how to stop those bad habits, making it unattractive, making it unsatisfying, making it difficult. When you see a habit that you don't like, put it in your head. Like there's somebody that spoke to me about me being very repetitive of so many things, right? Then he said, if you want to stop repeating a particular thing, you have to make that thing, like when you say that thing, just put it at the back of your mind, I'm supposed to hate this thing. So if, for example, I say, I'm in, and I keep saying, I mean, I should just tell myself that anytime I say the word, I'm like, I hate this word. I don't like it. So it's just a mental thing that, okay, with time, you actually see yourself not doing it, you know?
It's a mental illusion, pretty much.
Joy, I want you to give us your, how to create good habits.
Basically, Owen came from the part of breaking a bad habit, but I need you to understand that it's not just about bad habits also, but it's also about good habits. There's some of us who have very good habits that we know that these things that we do are very good and very vital for the society. However, for lack of better words, just because of peer pressure or something else, we're not able to just keep up with the standard and we just want to blend with the society. So to make that kind of thing happen, you need to understand that there are 4 laws in either breaking a bad habit or making a good habit. And the first law is cue, the second law is craving, the third law is response, and the fourth law is reward. Now, when it comes to cue, it means make it obvious, opposite of making it obvious, like not bringing it to spotlight. So you need to bring that good habit you have, that good trait you have to the spotlight. Let people get to see that this is who you are and this is what you do. Let it be in the eyes of people. The next one is you make it attractive. It's one thing to do something good and let it be pleasant to the eyes of people, so they kind of understand that, oh, how. I mean, this is really nice. I would like to take up this habit. I mean, God's Beauty mentioned an example that somebody told her that she needs to stop repeating a word. And the best way for it to happen is that she needs to hate that word. So making things like this, just putting it in an attractive way for the person to relate and understand with you, is another way to make good habits for yourself. And then the third one is make it easy for yourself. There should be a response of, it's not difficult. It's something you need to make people understand that this thing I'm doing that is good is easy to be done. It's not hard. It's not as difficult as it seems. You can create easy steps for them to see and then follow up and finally make it satisfying. Don't just do for doing sake. Make it to be that when you do this good habits and people get to see it, it is satisfying to you, and not just to you but to others. And that's how you can now make your good habits now elude to other people, and then as always, the world gets to be a better place.
I mean, I feel like Joy has said it already. This whole habit thing, the reason why we are bringing atomic habits to your table is so that each and every one of us that is dealing with bad habits don't know how to come out of it. And those of us that want to cultivate good habits will be able to do that. So please go read Atomic Habits. And I mean, I feel like we don't come here to say, we don't bring irrelevant things to the table.
I was about to even say that we just finished 48 laws of power. So we're literally telling people to get into power. Yeah. So when you get into power, there's every tendency you have bad habits or you need to have good habits. So that's why we have to bring atomic habits for you to know the kind of habits you need to.
You know you are the best. Don't worry.
Of course.
Oh my God, fantastic one right here. Thank you so much, our beautiful. Do I say beautiful? I'm so sorry. Handsome.
Our zapping.
Our zapping, right?
Like that shit.
Zapping. Do I say, you know what? I have a whole, if I start whining, it's not whining really, but if I start telling you facts, we literally will not leave here today. So let me just stop here I am. But thank you so much, Elish, for coming. Thank you so much. You literally made us have very insightful conversation. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Believe in that.
Then for our viewers out there, I bet Joy, let me hear what. For our viewers out there, thank you so much for, tuning in. I keep saying it that it's not easy, but